everyone, I'm Fixxxer and I'm here to scratch my proverbial indie itch where I play a short, single-session indie game like Mothmen 1966. So this was developed by LCB Game Studio, published by Course Worldwide Games. This came out a few years back. I think it was LCB's first game, and they call their style pixel pulp, which I thought was kind of interesting. A lot of their games are in this certain pixel art style, and I really like it. So anyways, I've been meaning to play this game. You can get it on Steam for $9. Link is down below if you want to check it out. But I am checking it out right now. Halt! Do I get to pick somebody or what? I'm not sure. Did I pick that guy? I don't think so. The middle guy had this here, right? 3 red and 5 black in the discard pile. Okay. Of the 6 cards face up on the counter, 2 are red and 4 are black. So 5 red in all and 9 black. You have no more moves. You have to bet now. Red. With so many black cards drawn, it feels natural to choose red. Numbers should be on your side. Even though you've already chosen, you decide to stay away from the counter. Can't bear losing again. You think of your grandma, Elsie, trying to win at solitaire for over 60 years. Take a deep breath and keep sweeping. Elsie's been paralyzed from the waist down since she was 21. Your mom was only 2 months old. The winter Elsie taught you to play solitaire, your parents and sister had been dead for almost a year, and you'd already begun to forget their faces. Although you cook for her, do her laundry, bathe, and even dress her, it still feels like she's the one taking care of you. Close your eyes and almost feel Elsie stroking your hair. You're 11 years old again, kneeling next to her bed, crying your heart out. Suddenly, the bell rings and you feel an invisible force trying to drag you into the present. Those fucking kids. The first bride is followed by 2 more. They step on the hose and activate the bell for a second and a third time. Do places still use hoses like that? I haven't really seen them in a while, although the city I live in now is different culture than where I came from. I came from a car culture, and it was very common for gas stations. It's a little different in Detroit than it is elsewhere that I've seen. Gas stations were usually also mechanic shops, small ones at that. So they would have like a small convenience store, and I mean quite small, usually quite small, then 1 or 2 garage doors and gas. So those were usually mechanics, and they would have hoses out there to let them know, you know, you drive over it, it cuts off the air and it rings a bell. I think those are mostly left over from when they had service attendants that would pump your gas, but mechanics also used them, at least where I came from. Now that I live in Houston, I'm not sure I've ever seen a hose. I don't know. You don't know what comes over you, but you yell some things at them that you're too ashamed to remember. Justify yourself thinking that they might be the ones who got into your garage that night and stole some parts of the replica machine gun you're building. Excuse me, what? Machine gun? What is this? You won't let anyone mess with your project. The Winans steam machine gun is the jewel of your collection. The kids yell at you, "Old freak," and laugh, sheltered by the distance. Deep down, you know that it can't be them. How would they know which parts of the machine gun were worth stealing? Anyway, that guard dog's being brought over in a few days, and you'll be able to stop worrying. Why would I need to check the hose? I don't know why I would. I'm going to select that. Think about what someone told you at the bar about replacing the hose with a thicker one so that it could only be activated by the weight of a car. Oh, I see. What happens if the kids jump with their bikes and land on top of the hose with one of the wheels, you asked? Ah, kids are always going to find some way to bust your balls, they replied. It's true. You try to calm down, look at the shelves, and think of the solitaire your grandma taught you. Grandma always said that everyone has their place in the world, and that people keep dancing around it without ever reaching it. To win the solitaire, you have to stop dancing. You know what? The chances of winning are incredibly low. Almost zero. You can't bring yourself to turn over the next card and decide to start sorting the shelves instead. Doing simple jobs builds up your self-confidence. It provides you some illusion of control. Okay. Lower shelf then. Can, box, bottle. Replace something. Oh, okay. I see what I'm doing, kind of. Well, it wouldn't make sense to do it the other way around, but whatever. This works too. Let's get the box. Hoping this doesn't mean anything. So let's go with lower shelf and middle shelf, ball, top shelf, box. I'm a pro. Good. One type of product on each shelf. Thought I heard a phone. Is there a phone in the background? Sounds like there is. Scratch your head. This time, sorting the shelves doesn't help. You feel the same urgency. Where did all these come from? You feel the same urgency as before, and you can't think of anything else. Is a card going to be read? You need it to be read. Suddenly, the air seems heavy, and you find it a bit difficult to breathe. 3 men in black are staring at you. Through the window, you see a black Cadillac by the pump. Yeah? You wish you would ask them how they got into the station without you hearing the door open, or how they left the car there without the bell ringing. That trembling yes was the only thing you could manage to utter. The moose. The moose? After a few seconds of not receiving any response, you decide to break the silence. Ask them what's up with the moose. You bought a woman a whiskey. You don't know if it's the right move, but you try to relax and be more friendly. Do you know of a more effective way to socialize? You told her the dream about your grandma. Chill runs through your body. It's been a few weeks since that night, and even though you had a good time with Martha and have no regrets, something about the way these men in black ask their questions make you uneasy. So what? What do you want to know? Ranny, in the forest. One of the men farther back lets out a cracking noise. Look at him, believing he's laughing, but the man in black's expression doesn't change. Well, that's a little creepy. Ask them why they want to know. No one answers. It's like they're waiting for another response. Tell them about your dream. Oh, my grandma has been bedridden for over 60 years, but the dream, I saw her running through the woods. Start from the beginning. Okay. Don't omit any details. You don't know if it's the way they look at you or because of a certain authority in their voice, but tell them everything about the dream. 5 or 6 weeks ago, you woke up in the middle of the night, certain that something had happened to your grandma. You ran up to her room, and Elsie wasn't in bed. The window was wide open. You ran to it, saw someone walking through the trees. It was her. She was holding a rifle of the kind your ancestors would have carried in the Civil War. Tried to call out to her. Grandma started running and shot 2 or 3 times into the blackness of the forest. You were about to go down to find her when a winged figure with glowing red eyes appeared in front of the window, screamed. You stumbled backwards. After hitting your head on the bedpost, you lost consciousness. Great. You woke up in your bed and remembered the dream, almost instantly. You went up the stairs 2 at a time and opened the door to her room. Your grandmother slept peacefully. On the bedside table was this glass of milk you bring her every night, and the deck of cards she uses to play solitaire. During the days that followed, you tried to convince yourself that it had all been a dream, even though you couldn't explain where the little stitches at the base of your skull had come from. After a few seconds, one of the men in black speaks again. Spots on her legs predate her birth, Holt. What? What's he talking about? You're referring to the dozens of moles on your grandma's legs? What do they mean by saying those spots predate her birth? Elsie always makes the same joke when you sponge her calves. You thankful that you have to clean my legs and not my grandmother's? According to what she told you, her granddad had been shot dead by an experimental weapon early in the Civil War when his legs were ripped to shreds. Oh my god. A wine-and steam gun, son. A machine gun that doesn't appear in any book. I don't know if it's whining or winning. I don't care. You think about the replica you were putting together in the workshop, and you remember it was the men who in black who had stolen those pieces. Well, you're not telling anyone else about this visit, Holt. You start to complain when one of the men in black... Oh, I thought that was him talking. You start to complain when one of the men in black picks up a card from the counter. Top card of the deck. That music. The crunch horrifies you. The teeth of the man in black seem to tear more into the card. Simply paper. Simple paper? Oh my god. Desperate, you throw yourself under the counter and look for the card. Your heart is pounding. You look out the window and you don't see the Cadillac. You walk to where the car was parked a few moments ago. You step on the hose. And the bell rings. What the fuck? Jack of diamonds. Red! I knew it! Think about the edge one of the men in black tore off. You remember the noise he made when he chewed it. Is it a threat? A warning? You wonder if you should tell your grandma everything that happened or just keep your mouth shut. Keep playing solitaire with a marked card. That's a little loud, actually. I'm gonna have to turn that down in post. Alright, so I don't get to pick the person. It was picking for me. Now we're on to Lee. What's wrong? I love this art style. I don't know why. Maybe it takes me back. Victoria, I told you, it's nothing. That damn pause again. There's something she's not saying. The Mustang purrs. You shake your head, feeling sad inside. So I'm assuming this is West Virginia, right? Because that's where most of the Mothmen folk tales come from. I just want to point out, if they're in a Mustang, where I come from, when the first snow especially, but generally throughout the winter, after the first snow, the next day or the next morning or whatever, there's always Mustangs in the ditch on the side of the road, or any rear-wheel drive car, but mostly Mustangs because they're generally popular rear-wheel drive cars. But we always make fun of them because they cannot handle the snow well. The sound of an engine hides no secrets. Lee, you're right. You bite your lip and sigh. Why is everything so damn hard? Victoria settles into her seat. Let's start over, okay? Where are we going? No answer. It's a surprise. Oh, please. No, Vic, have some patience. You'll never forget this night. Victoria giggles, and you think this is the best gift in the world. For a moment, you forget all the previous discussions, your obsessions. A giggle, a friendly gesture, making someone feel good ain't rocket science. You look at the clock and can't believe your eyes. You left your house on time, but you're pretty late. How could, You step on the gas. Oh boy. Lee! Lee! Scratch the side of your head. Wow, you really hate being told how to drive. Lee! Why doesn't she just tell you to slow down? You take your foot off the gas. Thanks. You're trying your best. You really think Victoria could be the one? The one. Your dad once said, the perfect woman doesn't exist. Couples form when people get tired of looking and just give up. Remember your mother's rants, all those women's names she rattled off, as if they were part of an endless grocery list. You won't end up like him. Anything but that. You try to smile and force yourself to be more cheerful. You want a clue? Yes. Victoria looks into your eyes and you feel a warmth on your face that takes you by surprise. You felt the same thing the first time you saw her in college. Keep looking at her for a few seconds that seemed like forever. What, do I have a booger? Where? Can't help laughing out loud and have a hard time containing the urge to kiss her. About the date, about the myth. Origin, date, or myth? Date doesn't seem all that enticing. Although I guess you could always dress any of these up. Let's go with origin. Comes from far away. Victoria makes a gesture for you to complete the sentence. You just shrug. It comes from far away? I mean, that could be anything. Well, guess then. Circus? Old? Alright, well, I feel like they're all gonna be vague now. Well, it happened 100 years ago. Victoria answers almost immediately. After all, you're both majoring in history. Oh, the end of the Civil War. No, not in 1865. I mean exactly 100 years ago, Vic. Oh, let me think then. You're running out of time. There was a cholera outbreak in 1866, right? You're freezing cold. And how twisted do you think I am to set up a date themed around a cholera outbreak from a century ago? One would be a source of superstition, but we're talking thousands. Source of superstition. A black cat? Or it looks at you expectantly, desperate to be right. I mean, they're pretty awful hints if we're talking about the Mothman. No, Vic, just give me a minute. You won't guess it unless you reach out to open the glove box and Victoria grabs your wrist. Oh, well, better leave it to me. Victoria opens the glove box and examines its contents. Folder, a box, flashlight. What are you looking for exactly? Well, folder sounds like it would have the answers, or maybe the box, so let's go with the non-obvious one. A book. 1966 Shelby Mustang. The car handbook. No, not that. What else? Or Victoria takes out the box and opens it. Let's see what you've been hiding. Think about saying something, but you instantly regret it and keep your mouth shut. Spare change, a lighter, pack of cigarettes. Nothing to worry about, I reckon. No, keep looking, please. She opens the folder and examines the documents. Some papers, insurance details. Do you want me to read some of this? You shake your head. Tell her to see if there's something more. Alrighty, I got everything out. Oh, already got everything out. 1 second, there's this too. Victoria stretches out her hand. You finally grab the map you wanted. It was folded against the bottom of the glove box. You start talking and Victoria interrupts you. Hold that thought while I put everything back. You put the map on the dashboard while Victoria puts away the folder, the box, and the flashlight. Vic, you know I like it tidy in there. Very funny. Vic flicks through the book she found. Red Badge of Courage? Haven't you read this book 1,000 times already? You know she's testing you. Vic knows exactly why you carry it everywhere. The novel that portrays the era you're obsessed with like no other. The hell is this? Suddenly you remember you're using the pencil sketch that Victoria drew of you in one of your classes as a bookmark. The sketch she begged you with tears in her eyes to destroy. You swore you already had. Vic, I'm sorry. I swear. Watch out! You swore to avoid a shape in the road. Victoria looks back. Lee? We almost ran that thing over. Put your hand on Vic's shoulder, trying to reassure her. Victoria points ahead. Just keep your eyes on the road, please. She's doing it again, telling you how to drive. At least this time she came right out with it instead of just saying Lee disapprovingly. Try to control yourself, but it's hard. It's not just this last thing, but the buildup of all the small gestures. Take the map and throw it on her lap. Victoria raises her arms in disbelief. The Leonids, Victoria. We're going to have dinner watching the Leonids. Victoria says nothing. Forgive me for trying to arrange the perfect date. Try to keep silent, but you can't hold it in. Meteor shower. Phenomenon associated with the passage of the Temple-Tuttle comet every 33 years. Victoria keeps staring ahead. In 1866, there was one of the most spectacular meteor showers ever recorded. I saw some lithographs in the library. Victoria doesn't even move. Everyone makes a wish on a shooting star. Imagine how many wishes you can make with thousands of stars shooting through the sky. Victoria settles in her seat. You know what, Lee? Shut up. Never heard that tone from her before. Just keep quiet until we reach... She pauses as she examines a map you threw on her lap. Holt Station? Holt? Like the gas station guy? You feel your heart pounding. Your hands are shaking. That's what she wants? For you to keep quiet? For you to not say a goddamn word? Your hands grip the wheel tight. All the preparations you made for tonight. Your friend Freddie had worked out the ideal place to see them in all their splendor, away from the city lights. And when you noticed Holt Station was inside the area, you didn't hesitate. But now Vic had ruined it. What the fuck? Something hits the Mustang's antenna. How was that? Stop, Lee, stop. Yeah, let's stop. You slam on the brakes. Instinctively, you put a hand in front of Victoria to keep her from hitting the windshield. Oh, this is pre-seatbelt, isn't it? You get out of the car and find a dead bat in front of the headlights. The animal had hit the antenna and something got entangled. Well, not necessarily pre-seatbelts. They had seatbelts in, but I don't think they were regulated to the point where every car had to have them yet. So some manufacturers, I think, had them, but some did not. Can't believe it. What are the odds of something like this happening? Bats have some advanced echolocation system, like a submarine sonar? It starts as a simple grunt and your throat emerges as a helpless scream. Fuck! Just an antenna, what was he so upset about? This is what I get for trying to do something different. Should have gone to the movies. Lee, Vic's whispering. Doesn't take long to see why. We're there. Coyote is watching you from where the dark of the forest meets the light of the moon. Vic, we got this. It's not interested in us. I'd still just jump in the car and run. It's just a bat. Not like you hit a deer. You point to the dead bat. They're scavengers. You hear the growl that quickly multiplies. Oh, well, there you go. Good job. Suddenly you're surrounded. It's not the first time you face coyotes in the woods, but you aren't taking any chances. And I say, run to the car as fast as you can. You try to recall the advice you heard for situations like these. Make lots of noise, wave your arms around. The coyotes is in front of you approaches. One of the coyotes in front of you approaches. Yell and gesture, run to the car. I don't know. This usually kicks in predator instincts, right? I don't know what you do with wolves. We'll do this. Yell at one of the coyotes on this side of the car. The one of the coyotes on the other side, don't yell right now. This is giving me an out. We'll do this. Oh my god. Left, center, right. So left, center, right? Is that what it is? Or is this left, center, right? It says your left. And if this is us facing this way, left, center, right. I feel like this one would be the most worrisome. The coyote closest to you leaps forward with a savage bite. Encouraged by your screams, the rest of the coyotes soon join in the feast. Well, I chose poorly. What, I died and it's game over? Oh my god. Alright. Yell and gesture. Okay, let's just do this then. Run to the car. Now! Cody closes the ear, leaps forward with a savage bite. Okay. Oh! That's different. He moved forward instead of this one. So maybe you go after the one that moves forward. Yell and gesture. Let's go to this side and right. Okay. Another coyote advances. You look into its watery, bloodshot eyes. Yell and gesture. This side of the card, left. Yell and gesture. This side of the car, center. All right, well, this... Oh, well, that's problem. Shit! 3 coyotes advance at once. Yelling or waving your arms around won't be enough this time. Bang on the hood. Ooh. Trick seems to work and all coyotes back down. No coyote advance this time. Their chance to go on the offensive. No! Shite. Okay. So obviously I needed to throw a stone. Yell and gesture, this side, center. Yell and gesture, this side, left. And right. Okay, bang in the hood. Now we throw a stone. Throw a stone! Crouch down and find your stones. You pick them up. Over to one of the coyotes on this side. I feel like this still is the one that we want to get rid of. Right? Because we're going this way. Although I'm probably going this way. I don't know. But we're looking after the girl first. So this one, I think. Right. Bam! It retreats into the dark of the forest. Okay. Throw another stone? I think we want to go after one of these now. I'm going to go after this one. Other side. Behind you and to the right. This is not very good direction. I'm guessing behind you is this, and to your right is this? Alright. One less coyote to worry about. Throw another stone. Other side. Wait, how many stones do I have? Oh, the stone flies to the right of the middle coyote, making the one closest to it also retreat. Run! Now! Well, that was strange. You get in the car, close the doors, and Victoria starts laughing. I love this art. I love the art of this game. I love how simplistic it is, but that's always on the surface, right, with good pixel art. It just seems simple, but you get all this amazing dithering as well. And I know there are some people who think dithering is not real pixel art or is inferior pixel art, and I don't agree with that. It can look bad sometimes, but it can look amazing sometimes too, just like anything else. And this guy's pixel art, I love it. Although, you know, the reaction is more adrenaline than anything else. You start laughing too, and then kiss her. You start up the car, and the V8 roars into life. You resume the trip. After a few wordless minutes, you suddenly remember something. Holt. Vic. We're going to Holt's gas station. Victoria starts whistling. That outs the fears. Everything seems a bit ridiculous now. You think about the plans you made for tonight and smile. Really like to hear her whistle. Okay. Oh, now it's Victoria. Let's do this. Lee turns off the car and looks you in the eye. He smiles. That smile seriously pisses you off. What is wrong with these two people? Tell Lee, what are we telling him? Or you can open your mouth. Lee taps you on the leg. Wait here, Vic. I swear you won't believe it. You bite your lip and take a deep breath. You see him greet someone. Holt? He had written Holt Station on the map he'd thrown on your lap 20 minutes ago. He'd written it by hand. I might as well have said Hort Station or Alt Station. Hell Station, even. His handwriting has always been intriguing to you. that time you mentioned it to him, and he responded with a disproportionate anger. A nonsensical rant which involved several philosophers of language. And all because you told him his handwriting was dreadful. But you now know where those reactions come from. That night you two got drunk by the lake. He told you that his father would have wanted to be born ugly. Excuse me, what? After the initial surprise, you couldn't stifle a belly laugh, and Lee looked down. For a few minutes, he didn't want to tell you anything else. Finally convinced him to continue. I always got what I wanted just by smiling. Ugly people have to develop other muscles. Fortunately, those other muscles are the ones that last. Couldn't believe those words had come out of the mouth of a flesh and blood human being. He's some poorly written character from a cheap romantic novel or a pixel pulp story. Lee's father? You picture Lee that night throwing pebbles from the shore while telling you everything about his father's teachings. All that frustration. That the night you got pregnant. You'd both been drinking. Suddenly you find it difficult to breathe. The interior of the car feels like it's getting smaller and smaller. Need some air. What? Oh, right? Both seem startled. Hello? This is Victoria, my girlfriend. Be right back, Vic. You see them walk away with a box they took out of the trunk. And from the effort... Oh, the trunk and not the glove box. What is it? And from the effort... Wait, what is it anyways? If we're going to see a meteor shower, what's going on here? I feel like this is the actual goal, and the meteor shower is a cover of some sort. I don't know. We'll find out, I guess. And from the effort Holt's putting in, seems heavy. What's inside the box? You're not stupid. You know that Lee has some business on the side beyond his work as an intern at the university. Heard some rumors. You have your suspicions. However, you never did too much digging. Preferred to keep it a mystery, something to make Lee a little bit more interesting. You light a cigarette. Will he be a good father? And the question that you still haven't had the courage to ask. Would you be a good mother? I feel like that's probably near 100% of people who have children, right? There's no way, while the pregnancy is happening, that either one of the parents has doubts or questions about whether they're going to be a good parent or not. And I don't think that's unhealthy either. I think that's a healthy way to look at it, to question, would I be a good father? What makes a good father? And can I be that? I feel like everybody goes through that, right? I wouldn't know because I don't have kids. But I feel like that would be a normal response. I don't know. That's just me. The clicks repeat at irregular intervals. Small moths approach the light to get electrocuted. Is that love, Victoria? You laugh and shake your head from side to side. Think of all the manuscripts you've torn up. You've tried poetry, drawing. History seemed like an obvious choice. You don't need any talent to be a historian. Uh-oh. Is this a man in black? Hello? The man talks to himself while holding something in his hand. Oh no, it's Lou, whoever Lou is. Have you seen any winged creatures flying over the area yet? For a moment, you think he's asking some kind of tricky question, and you remain silent. However, something about him tells you that he's genuinely asking. Look at the man bathed in the shine of the streetlight, and the scene fascinates you. Surreal, some of your old friends would have said. Ones that organized poetry nights and read L'Outremont. Excuse me, you are? Oh, yes, sorry. Hill, Lou Hill. Why has everyone got short names? We got Lou, Holt, Vic. What's going on? Writer. Lee as well, duh. Victoria Greenberry. History student. Winged creatures, Mr. Hill? Lou, please. Can I call you Victoria? You nod. I'm looking into about a dozen reports, Victoria. Numerous witnesses claim to have seen human-sized winged creatures flying over the area. Like angels? Lou smiles. The smile doesn't last long in his face. Look, look here at that with the trees. All right, so this is an old set of binoculars. I don't remember when these were made, but they're very old. I had a pair of these when I was a kid. They were they're pretty popular, but I think they were even popular back in like the 70s and 60s. But what makes me laugh about these is that they're just a really simple thing, right? It's just like a couple lenses in this like metal case, and you snap it shut, and the lenses fold back, and it closes up so you can put it in your pocket. And then it snaps open, and these flop out, and you got yourself binoculars. I laugh at this because in the TV series Fringe, which is a bit sci-fi, someone has a pair of these, and they treat them like this high-tech thing. So he breaks these out, and they're like these tiny little binoculars. But when he puts it up to his eyes and he looks through them, and it shows you his point of view, and it's got all this tech in it, like you're looking through a pair of Star Wars binoculars. And it's such a juxtaposition between the cheap, crappy binoculars on the outside and the fancy high-tech looking through it. I don't know. These always make me laugh now. Won't take you long to find one. You aim at the area Lou just told you. Everything's blurry, so you decide to adjust the binoculars. Focusing wheel. Move left or right or back? Well, if it's a focusing wheel, wouldn't you want it to go back? Oh god, did that do nothing? Oh! Cannot rotate further. Alright, let's go left. Back. So back just goes back. It doesn't actually move the focus back. I gotcha. I feel like that should be a different color or something. Move left. What's going on here? Do I just keep doing this? Uh-oh, uh-oh. We're getting somewhere. Oh, no! Oh, so it's not, like, linear. Something's weird. All right. No, that didn't work. Yeah, see? That's really weird. What the? Yeah, I'm not sure what that minigame was. I'm not sure that was necessary. It was just a second, but I think you saw something up there. Was it a suggestion? I don't think they're angels, Victoria. But before I tell you my theory, I need your help. You draw on this notebook what you just saw. Sure. We already established that she has done drawing in the past, so yeah. At any other time, you'd have refused with some witty comment. There's something about Lou Hill that invites you to play along. You wonder if the fact that he presented himself as a writer had something to do with it. I would probably start with the head myself. Little owl head, alien-like head? Huge owl head? What's little? Body. Small round body with chicken wings. Wide chest with short arms and wings. Human chest with huge wings. Ooh, I don't really like that. Oh well. Then insect-like legs. No. I actually don't. So the problem is, his wings were folded in, so I didn't really get a look at everything, right? No. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. What is a huge owl head? No. We're going with little. And this. I think we're going with this. Before giving it back, you write some notes further describing what you saw. You hadn't asked for them, but somehow they made you feel less anxious. You never felt confident about your work. Lou looks at the notebook for a few seconds that feel too long. Think about that time you showed your sketches to your art teacher and how he embarrassed you in front of the rest of the class. Motherfucker. What? Sorry, I was talking to myself. You can't help but blush. Victoria. For once, you're glad to hear Lee's voice. All good? Though he seems to be talking to you, Lee keeps staring at you. Lou Hill. Writer. Lou holds out his hand. Lee Miller, historian. Lee walks over and puts his arms around you, his back to Lou. You know, he must have been annoyed that Lou introduced himself as a writer. Although it's hard for you to admit it. Like to be hugged. You feel safe. I think you would also feel safe in your grandmother's arms or in the arms of any of the other strong women in your family. The heat of Lee's body, the hardness of his muscles. Remember all those biologist arguments? Are we supposed to have that in there? You hate so much, and you can't help but smile. It's like you're cheating when nobody's looking. Come on, Vic. Let's see the surprise. Close your eyes. Something weird's going on. Also, what's Holt doing? Alright, we'll play along. Close your eyes and let Lee guide you. Now open them. Oh, was that a picnic? So, what do you think? A romantic dinner for two under the same meteor shower that amazed our ancestors. You instinctively put your hand to your belly, and when you realize it, quickly put it on your pocket. Look at the dog tied to the post. Oh, I didn't even notice there's a dog up here. Dog growls into the dark. We're getting more than the Mothman! Oh, chapter 3, we're back on Holt. You've known Lou Hill for a few months now. First time you talked to him was at the Moose. Lou was looking for information about some unusual lights in the sky. Nobody would talk to him. Before going to the restroom, you went over to his table and suggested he buys people a drink first. When you get back, Lou was already talking to Rick and Stella, their tongues sufficiently loosened. He raised his glass in your direction and smiled. Although it wasn't you who gave him the nickname, you still feel a little guilty. Since that night, most locals refer to him as Lou Refill Hill. What do you recall about the encounter with these men in black? You smiled. What does he mean? It had only been a week? Think about how to answer. You know Lou. He loves asking questions. So you're going to tell him one thing and one thing only, no follow-up questions. One of them bit the card. Yeah, I mean, we'll go with this. Since he specifically asked about the men in black, and this will give him something that's basically benign, at least on the surface. I don't know if it actually means something. One of the men in black bit a card and told me not to tell anyone about their visit. Lou listens carefully. Seems to hesitate, and you seize the opportunity to change the subject. You know, otherwise, he'd keep asking you about the encounter all night. So, red or black? What? Card. Red. You turn over the card. It's red. Ah, good. The solitaire my grandma taught me. No one could ever win it. Who suddenly seems interested. And how do you play it? No? Rules are simple. Winning. There's a reason why it's called the impossible solitaire. Let me show you. Oh my god. It's pyramid solitaire. I used to play this all the time way back in, like, what, the 90s? The objective is to move every card from the board to the discard pile. You can move any card whose rank is one higher or one lower than the topmost card. Yeah. Let's say there's a 5 in the discard pile. You can either place a 4 or 6 on top of it. Remember, that if there's a K in the discard pile, you can place an A. A comes after K, and the opposite is also true. So, 28 cards to move seems easy enough, right? Turn over a card from the stock. So, we got a 5 here, but no 7. Move the cursor to the left. Okay. So, this one gets unlocked when the 2 that are covering it are removed. So, you definitely want to prioritize unlocking additional cards. This is a problem over here, a couple 10s. Although 10, Jack, 10 is a play. Well, 8s as well. Oh, there's another Jack. So 10, Jack, 10, Jack will get us a good... So here's the thing. Do I do the 5 or do I try to get me a 7? I think we play the 5. Turn over a card from the stack. What is select a card? Oh, yeah. I feel like this would have been better if done by the mouse, but I don't know. Maybe that was difficult to do. We'll do a 4. We'll do the 3. And that's all we can do. Oh, what am I doing? Turn over a card from the stock. When you're stuck, you can turn over a card from the stock to the discard pile. But to turn it over, you need to make a bet first. Black or red? Which one's it going to be? All right, this part is new to me. The pyramid that I played didn't do this. Lose the bet and you lose the game. Ah, I see. Son of a bitch is almost unwinnable. All right, so there are far more reds than blacks, which means there are far more blacks turned over. I wasn't keeping track of what I put down, but this feels like, you know, this feels like a better bet. I was wrong. Oh, for fuck's sake. New game. All right. All right. Oh, God. This game is challenging me to beat this, isn't it? All right. This seems pretty random. Gotcha. Okay. So we got 6, but we don't have anything to get us to the 9 and the 10. So if I would jump up to 6, I could go down to 5, 4, 3, 2. But if I go to 6 and jump down to 5, I can go back up to 6. I'll get more going the other way, so let's do that. Select the card. Yeah, I wish I could just click that. Okay. So then we want to go back to the 5. And that'll get us a new card, too, so that's always good. 10. So we're going to go with a 4. Three. So here we are. We could do a 2 or a 4. This is basically where it stops because I don't have an ace anywhere else. And if I go 4, I don't have a 5 anywhere else. 2 will not reveal a card. 4 will reveal a card. So generally that's what you want to do is a 4. Oh, that hurts. That hurts, but that's fine. And I'm stuck. So now we got to do this. I'm gonna go black again. You son of a bad word. Oh, I didn't mean to leave. That's fine. Not a big deal. You hear barking from the back of the station. Trent. When they brought him in, they told me his name was Chase. Fuck it. It's Trent for me. No Trent, right? From the moose? All prominent belly and a scar parallel to the growth of his beard? You laugh heartily. Hill might be a bit of a pain in the ass, but no one could deny that he was good with description. Think about the book he's given you. He signed it and everything. Where did you leave it? I call him Trent because he barks like Trent on open mic Tuesdays. Come on, let's go to the garage and see the machine gun. Spooky? Oh, Victoria chapter 4. So is this his idea of a special date? Looking at shooting stars while holding your hand? Damn. Telling you his plans for the end of the semester? You can't stop thinking about the raw strength of the hug from a minute ago. How he scared the coyotes away by yelling and throwing stones at them. Think about your friend May, all those dark fantasies she told you about. Holding hands like this, smiling and talking and looking into each other's eyes, feels like giving up, doesn't it? Oh, you're to blame too. Aren't you playing the perfect girlfriend role? Don't you make eyes at him? Don't you say love whenever you call him? So is this it, Victoria? Is this what you want for the rest of your life? Why don't you make up your mind just for once? Think of May again, of those women she'd claimed to know who could solve your situation using a coat hanger. Oof. You wouldn't be the first or the last. Dog barks like a maniac when you appreciate the distraction. A mixture of guilt, anguish, and apathy takes over you. And now what? Why is he looking at you like that? Doesn't he say anything? Has he asked you a question? Uh-oh. I don't think he did. This is going to tell. I said if you're excited about the Doors. Yeah. Of course you're excited. The Doors, Victoria. Already told me they're about to release their first album, and it seems like they'll be playing in New York. Are we going to see them live again, then? So what exactly do these two people have in common? Even though you try, you gradually stop listening to him. Hesitancy returns, and all those questions. A fucking dog won't stop barking. What had been a distraction is now driving you crazy. What the hell's wrong with them? It's pretty. Shooting fucking stars. Why don't you make a wish, Victoria? How about going home, covering your head with a pillow and sleeping for 18 hours straight? Feel like crying and try to calm down. Those eyes. That creature you thought you saw in the treetops with Lou's binoculars. It's been real. Just your imagination. Oh, Vic! You know what? I'm tired of it already, exhausted. I've been trying and trying for more than 10 minutes. Can you tell me what's wrong with you? You stay silent. You need to think. Ellie's right. It's not fair to either of you. So much noise it's impossible for you to concentrate. You know they're all excuses, though. Winged monsters don't exist, it's just your brain desperately trying not to focus on what's important. And sudden scream chills your blood, and silence takes over everything. The doggo's down. Oh, chapter 5, back with Holt. Have you met Lee, the tall guy with the blonde girl? Made xerographic copies of some docs I've used to assemble this beauty. Where'd he get the docs from? You bite your lower lip. Do all writers ask so many questions? Well, Lee works at the university in the history department. Lou adjusts his glasses. Don't know why, but the gesture irritates you. The Winans doesn't work like a normal machine gun. Normal machine guns use gunpowder to fire projectiles. You know what the Winans uses? Centrifugal force. Interesting. He repeats the gesture with the glasses. Haley brought me some ketchum grenades. Know about ketchum grenades? Lou shakes his head and readjusts his glasses for the third time in less than 5 minutes. Take a deep breath. It doesn't matter and leave the garage. Tell him about ketchup grenades. Although you can't stand Lou Refill Hill's tick, enjoy talking about your collection of Civil War weapons. Ketchums are similar to footballs in shape. They have to land on their nose to explode. They were highly inefficient. In Port Hudson, for example, the Confederates used sheets to catch them without exploding, and then throw them back at Union soldiers. Lou's about to say something when you hear a scream that makes your blood run cold. You grab your shotgun without thinking twice. It's coming from the back. Come on! You don't have a good feeling about it. Something's not right. Trent! No! Although it feels like a dream, somehow you know. Creature is real. Your dog's suffering is real. There'll be no waking up from this. Shoot the creature, run to Trent. Run to Trent? Well, I'm guessing the dog is probably not salvageable. I don't know. And I'm guessing when we shoot the creature, we're going to miss. I don't know. We're going to shoot the creature, though. You aim your gun. Shit. You don't have a clean shot. You hear the muffled moans of your dog, and the fury blinds you. You drop the shotgun and grab the chain. Son of a bitch is going to strangle Trent. Help. Come on, hurry. But before they arrive, you feel the pull. And the floor disappears under your feet. I feel like if we hold onto the chain, we're dead. Release the chain. Hold! You know you should hit the floor soon. Don't move. Listen to Vic, Holt. Her sister's a nurse. No bones seem to be broken. My dog. Victoria and Lee help you to your feet. Lou doesn't take his eyes off the winged creature for a single second. He let go. He just let go. What? Oh, 1 second. I know where your dog is, Holt. Wait a minute. I got something in the car. Let's go. A gift from Freddy. Cool, right? So what is it, a handgun, I guess? You try to get up, but you feel dizzy and stumble. Victoria gives Lee a disapproving look and helps you keep your balance. Follow me. Thanks. You would have liked to smile at her. After all, Victoria just wants to help. I could do it myself. You get your rifle and walk with the rest into the blackness of the forest. You should go in. That direction. No. I think we should go that way. Lee? Now what? Place where Trent fell? I've calculated by projecting the point where the creature dropped it on this map. Okay, Lou. You've calculated, you say? Weren't you a writer? Lou, don't mind him. Do what you want. Constantly checking the map, Lou leads the group on. Should be close. There. Your heart is pounding. Oh, please. Oh, compress his chest. Use both hands, just like that. How curious. Do you know that the cardiopulmonary resuscitation procedure was discovered by Dr. Knickerbocker while he was trying to save a dog? As he speaks, Luke carefully examines the tops of the trees. It was at Johns Hopkins University. Cora rests her hand on yours and moves her head from side to side. Stop pressing and a few tears roll down your cheek. The interesting thing is what happened to the dog afterwards. I want to hear it. Shut it, Lou! Lou adjusts his glasses. You look at Victoria. You were too afraid your voice would break to say thank you. Why didn't you shoot? Why didn't you try to blow the creature's brains out? Down? You know that's just the guilt talking. What, maybe there was nothing you could have done differently to save him? Lee. Have you seen Lee? Stand up and look around. He's gone. Ooh, Lee was the Mothman the whole time! Or maybe not. Oh god, did he go in? Lee's a bit of a jump. You walk faster to keep your thoughts at bay. What the hell is wrong with her? Why does she even listen to him? Writer, says the fucker. What a loser. You walk through the woods, confident that you will be the one to find Holt's dog. What then, Vic? What weird little face will you make? Uh-oh. His eyes are twinkling. I don't like it. Hello? Feel something is watching you. You're walking through a dense forest area where the darkness is almost total. You walk even faster than before. And finally, you reach a clearing and look at the sky. The meteor shower is gaining intensity. Heart is in anguish, and you find it hard to breathe. You watching the Leonids, Victoria, are you? You hold your head in your hands. Don't cry. You stretch your arms and take a deep breath. They can't break you. Oh, what the? You seem to hear something, a kind of rumor. You think of the noise hands make when they shake the dust off an old volume. River? You try to think about the map you've got in the car. Can't remember seeing a river here. Further west, sure, but here? As you get closer, you hear it more clearly. Feel a kind of calm. Not peace, but numbness. Suddenly, the whitest light you've ever seen floods the ground. Even when there's no river nearby, the sound is deafening. What? Feel the light pulse with painful intensity, as if millions and millions of red ants were sinking their little jaws into your skin. Pain turns into light. You want to scream, but you have no mouth. That's not a reference. Nor larynx or lungs. And the white that precedes everything consumes you. I don't know how long it takes. You feel the urgency of what's yet to be. And white makes you desperate. Oh my god, it's Black Phillip. Or Baphomet. There's black goats and all sorts of folklore. You feel the white leaving your body. And you hear your own voice screaming at the top of your lungs. He disappeared. You drop to the floor and cover your head with both hands. Filled with a sense of completeness that you cannot explain. We all need a little darkness. Chapter 7, we're back with Victoria. Oh, Lee! It's that idiot. Calm down, Victoria. Lee knows how to take care of himself. That's right. He's going to show up eventually. Did you know that he chased away a pack of coyotes with screams and some stones and a blow on the hood of his car? Lee smiles. I wonder if it's authentic or a calculated gesture to show some empathy. Oh? What? It's your business with Lee. He looks at you for a few seconds before answering. Think of one of the computers at the campus. The IBM 7040. You know what it's called because you once wrote a poem with that title. Reminds me of Johan Johansson did a whole album based on IBM sounds from... I don't know if it was the 60s. I think it was more the 70s or the 80s. I don't know. Anyways, amazing album. Holt is like that computer. From the outside, it's impossible to tell what it's evaluating before giving you an answer. We call that a black box. Shouldn't tell you anything. I shouldn't tell you anything. Holt lowers his voice. But you shut Lou up back there. And I'm going to make an exception. Holt tells you about Lee's business. Oh, I just got an achievement for that. So I'm guessing if I didn't make that choice, then I wouldn't be getting the story right now, huh? Holt tells you about Lee's business. The sale of original Civil War pieces, the xerographic copies of historical documents. Don't worry. He knows what he's doing. Ear twig snapping. Who's there? Grandma? The sight of Holt's grandmother holding an old rifle mesmerizes you. The whole thing looks like an image from some Wyeth painting. A wet dream for almost any of your classmates. An image that not only defies gender stereotypes, but also demolishes social constructs like that of grandma in the classic stories. The expression on Holt's grandmother's face changes. Her features soften. My legs! Grandma! Holt picks up his grandma and helps her sit against the tree trunk. He looks at his dog's corpse and beckons you to come closer. You need to bury Trent before carrying on. You nod your head. How do you feel, ma'am? Confused. Here, Victoria. You didn't hear him approach. You grab the handkerchief without thinking twice. A strange feeling runs through your body. Should you have at least considered some other option? Clean up her legs. You rub the handkerchief against her calves and gradually remove the mud stains. Scrub harder. I was probably your age when I stopped feeling my legs. God. Holt's grandmother sighs and closes her eyes. You ever seen so many moles together? He speaks almost in whispers. Wonder why. Let's go. Who picks up the old rifle and examines it briefly. I don't know if we should have a gun in Lou's hands. Holt looks at you with an expression you can't quite make out. Are you okay? No, you're not okay. What are you going to tell him? That you're pregnant? That your boyfriend is missing? That winged creatures out of old pulp magazines are apparently more than just fiction? You walk for a while in silence. I'm trying to think of something else, Victoria. A few minutes ago, you all started hearing the screams, noticing sudden movements in the treetops. We're almost there. That looks like a group of Mothmen. I don't know what the plural is of Mothman. The collective plural, I mean. I find it hard to believe what you're seeing. Why are all these creatures flying over the gas station? Interesting. Holt punches Lou in the shoulder. What? Interesting. Did you find it interesting what they did to Trent? We're not in one of your cheap books, Lou. But in silence befalls the group. Plan. Listen. No, you just cover me. Oh, God. You close your fist tightly, trying to exercise the impotence you feel. Is it that hard for him to hear what you had to say? You shake your head from side to side. It's even the plan, running with his grandma in his arm. Why does he have to be the hero? Hold! The shriek chills your blood. Fuck! Lou looks at you as if waiting for something. How many bullets in your rifle? 3. Hope it's enough. Boats and Elsie are halfway to the gas station. 2 winged creatures on the street lamps. The light. Victoria. These creatures seek the light. Tell Lou to take aim, run to Elsie and Holt. So this is the Mustang. This is Elsie and Holt, and I'm guessing this is Lou and Victoria. And these guys like the little street lamps up here. What's running? You try to reach the building, but the winged creatures rush at you. Pain blurs your vision, and you lose consciousness. All right, I changed my mind. Let's do this first. Aim for the lamp on the left. Aim for the farthest lamp on the right. Aim for the center lamp on the right. Aim for the closest lamp on the right. So, farthest, center, closest, I guess. Or this one here. Let's get rid of this one and see where he goes. I'm guessing he hops here. 2, 3, 2, 1. Get wrecked, nerd. You have 2 bullets left. Oh. Okay. Think. So, here's the problem. 2 bullets. I can get rid of these, but my guess is 1 will go here, and that gets rid of our escape vehicle. So let's do this. 2. shit! Too far away. You have 1 bullet left. Oh, well that's bad. Okay. I have a feeling we're dead. The winged creature flies to the furthest pole, and it does so over Holt and Elise's heads. Desperate, you run to help. The winged creatures rush at you. The pain blurs your vision and you lose consciousness. Okay. So, we take aim. Let us go with the closest. Alright. 2 bullets left. Take aim. Go with the farthest. He's gonna fly over here. 1 bullet left. Take aim. On the right. I don't know if this is gonna be right or not. We'll see. And it does so over Holt and Lisa's heads. Desperate, you run to help. Alright. So, if they have nowhere to go to the left, they come and get me? I don't know. Closest lamp on the right. I think maybe it's from here to here. They're flying over so they get them. So we'll avoid that then. Oh, how am I going to avoid that? I don't know. If I do this, it's going to ruin it, right? Hold on. I'm going to verify that. He's got to fly over. He goes over their heads and we die. Okay, gotcha. So the middle one... The middle one's bad. Get rid of that one first. So, how about closest? He should fly over. And are we okay? Alright. Let's see what this does. Oh, the 2 creatures fight, take flight, and get lost in the night. All clear! Help me with Holt and Elsie and let's inside fast. It's been out for 3 years. It still needs a little bit of proofreading. Someone going to make a wish? You laugh under your breath. All the eyes out there. You look at Holton, he looks away. You wonder if he's pissed because you saved him. Still can't believe everything that happened tonight. You know that as soon as you stop to think, touch your belly and fight back tears, Lou looks at his watch. The lead-ins are reaching their point of highest intensity. The screeching is deafening. Freaking creatures. I saw one in a dream. Lou's about to add something, but suddenly falls silent. You approach the window and rest your hand on the glass and stop looking at their dance. Before meeting Lee, you had some experiences in college. Experiences by which you sought to open the doors of your perception? Lee doesn't know. And you don't know how he would react if he found out. The strange dance of these creatures in the sky beats anything you experienced while tripping. Okay, are they just gonna... Oh, we're back to Holt. Oh my god, chapter 8. They called him the Hivaro of the Hills. Is it Hivaro? I'm guessing? But he did lack a ritual component. It had nothing to do with the taxidermy business, even less with mummification. His shrunken animal heads were art, sold as collector pieces. One afternoon, Liam, his only nephew, stole a bear head. The head had been emptied of viscera and was floating in a solution his uncle used in the early stages of the miniaturization process. This is weird. Liam lifted the head out of the bucket, wiped it dry, and put it on like a helmet. Alright, now that's weird. He stripped naked, left the house, and ran into the village. Liam entered the church in the middle of mass, screaming at the top of his lungs, waving his arms up and down as if he were clawing. One of the congregation members pulled out a gun and shot him. Do you remember the sheer terror you felt when you saw the bear man running towards the altar? This is worse. Ugh. Worse? Worse than what? what would be the benefit of telling them about Liam? I don't think there is one. You don't feel like retelling something you already went over in your head. What about you, Lou? I guess you heard some things, right? Lou adjusts his glasses. Lou Refill Hill. Think I don't know what they call me in town? Maybe true that some people make up stuff to get a beer. But imaginations have limits. And in the long run, we tend to rely on real experiences when telling a story. Mothmen. They're somehow related to the Leonids and the gathering of all these creatures. Maybe he's right, and all the creatures outside started to appear after the aerial dance of these Mothmen. Ask why Mothmen. Check in your grandma. Mothmen? Why the name? Moths are attracted to light. Look at the sky, illuminated by dozens and dozens of shooting stars, and you nod. You like the name? Not because of Lou's explanation, but because you know it's easy to squash a moth. This isn't the first time that Mothmen have appeared during the Leonids. Oh boy. We've lost Grandma. We're going to have to accept that. Unless Grandma's got the answers, and if ignoring her, I lose the solution. Among some other references they mentioned in the oral histories of the Ojibwe. Are they in West Virginia? This is a Michigan and Canadian tribe. I didn't think they were in West Virginia. I could be wrong. Collected in the diary of a Jesuit missionary in 1683, who even dares to draw them. Many believe that the creatures described in this diary are thunderbirds. The Jesuits' drawings look much more like Mothmen. And the most interesting part is that he draws lines around them. Some researchers think that these lines are kinetic, a way of representing the speed of the creatures. Lou slides a finger across the glass, following the trajectory of a shooting star in the sky. I think these drawings depict Mothmen with the Leonids in the background. We're talking 1633, 1666, maybe. Check on Grandma. Grandma? Are you better? What are those shrieks, love? Oh, it's pain for you to see how confused she is. 1 second. Turn on the radio. Static. Left? No matter which way you turn the dial, all you hear is static. You never sung at the Moose. Not even on those nights when everyone egged you on and the booze in your system had drowned your inhibitions. And almost without realizing it, you start singing the lullaby Elsie used to sing to make you sleep. Although more than 40 years have passed, the words come to your mind one after the other. Close your eyes and caress her hair. Oh, I clicked too quickly singing something. As soon as you feel the rhythmic breathing of your grandmother, you get up. What was that? Frickin' Lee. Lee! Victoria tries to hug Lee while he babbles something you don't understand. At no time does he look up. Where the hell have you been? Victoria. I thought... But he's here. Give him some space. Thank you. He takes a few seconds to start speaking. I think I got lost in the forest. Hey, take it easy. Victoria grabs his arm and Lee tries to smile. I heard a sound of a river. I felt someone looking at me. After walking for a while, the noise was deafening. There was no river. Lee starts to cry. Victoria tries to calm him down. As soon as he regains his composure, Lee keeps talking. Then came the white. I don't know how to explain it. It was as if I could see everything and nothing at the same time. And a goat looked up to the sky to watch the shooting stars. It stood on two legs like this, you know? Just like us. They're all out there. What the hell's going on? I think the time has come. Let me tell you a few things. Who clears his throat and begins to speak. Whether you can't stand his tics or his false dramatics, You want to know what's going on? The Leonids occur every 33 years. Some are intense, like those of 1833 or ones in 1866. Others are weak. 1899, for example. Those are the ones we have records of. You notice that Victoria grabs Lee's hand, who walks over to the window and points to the sky. This year, they're intense again. 1866, 1966. Why a 100-year difference and not 99? That 1 year discrepancy bothers me too. I think it has to do with the problems of our calendar, the periodic adjustments that we are forced to make. Tell me, have you ever seen a medieval manuscript? No one answers. Just as you're about to open your mouth, Lou continues. They're usually adorned with warrior rabbits standing on two legs. You think these rabbits came from the imagination of medieval scribes alone? Those rabbits existed, and they were annihilated by man. Each meteor shower spawns new bipeds. It was in one of these storms that mankind arose. What makes us different from all of them is that we survived by destroying any other biped that came along, or by reducing them to the realm of gossip or fiction. Outside, the creatures begin to fight. Why? What motivates them? Oh, what about Lou? Should you believe everything he says? After all, Lou's a writer. Grandma's cough sounds like the noise of a tractor's engine refusing to start. Okay. Grandma, you have to kill them all. The voice with which she speaks seems to come from much further back than her throat. He had a secret weapon. Would use it to finish off the upright beasts. They decided to test it in the war. Elsie? What are you talking about? Wanted to take the Winans from the battlefield. And your grandma caresses her legs. Just want to finish the mission. Victoria and Lee look at each other. Lou walks up to you and tells you, almost in a whisper, that the moles on your grandma's legs correspond exactly to her grandpa's wound. Did you ever tell Lou about your grandma's legs? You're confused. And Lou seems to notice. It's not just free beers at the Moose, Holt. People tell me things. Lou speaks softly, but his words resonate loudly in your head. The moles on your grandma's legs? Her grandfather's legs riddled by bullets in the Civil War? Be that Elsie's grandfather was talking to you through your grandmother's body? Winan. The Winans! A project that has obsessed you for a long time, and now you think you know why. You decide to not think too much about Elsie, her grandfather, the moles, the men in black. Terrified that behind all your decisions, something more than your own free will was at work. Come on. The Winans! Quick, let's get her out! No. It's still not working. What do you mean it's not working? Has some kind of safety mechanism. I still haven't been able to assemble it successfully. Here, see? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What's going on here? The elves! You look at Lou with curiosity. On the blueprints, there's elves are the rubric of a secret society founded in the middle of the last century. Not so secret if you know about it, is it? Lou doesn't answer you. Well, why the owl? Some say it's because of the way the knight moves on a chessboard. Others say it's because of Lewis Carroll, the author of Alice in Wonderland. Exactly. Alright, keep talking. Lou closes his eyes, holds a hand to the bridge of his nose, and clears his throat. Can this guy be any more affected? A stick I found that weighed 2 pounds. I sawed it up one day, in pieces 8 of equal weight. How much did each piece weigh? Everybody says 1/4 pound, which is wrong. Riddle at this moment? Victoria strokes her chin and Lee nods his head slightly as if he's counting something. Do you think it's time for a riddle, Lou? Lou raises his hands and moves aside. You take a deep breath. Shouldn't be that hard to find the right configuration. Look at the pieces from the first row. This scene. Oh. Yeah, this is gonna be a pain if I have to do all these. Oh boy. I don't know. Back. All right. Second row. First piece. Right. Right, well that doesn't match up. This is gonna take a while, isn't it? Oh my goodness. So that looks like it might line up. Okay. So let's go to the first row, second piece. All right, that looks like it lines up. I think I got it. First row, third piece. There we go. Second row, second piece. I think I got it. Second row, third piece. All right, we got things going. Third row, middle. I feel like this would have been more fun if I could just click on these. I don't know. I don't like the text selection for something like this. Feels like it artificially prolongs it. All right, well, that looks good to me, right? A whole bunch of L's. Everything looks spiffy. I think we're good. Mechanism locks into place with a click. Although outside, the creature's shouts are getting louder. Ooh, I got a achievement for that. You can't help but feel a certain happiness. The Winans is finally complete. How everybody out? Oh no. Elsie stands next to the Winans holding a rifle. Look at this. Lee, Lou, and Victoria stand back a little. Crack your knuckles and take a deep breath. At the helm of the Winan steam-powered machine gun, you feel something strange. It's hard to put it into words. It's as if somehow the present has given way to the past. He's got one. Rabbit men! They're weak creatures, cannon fodder, in the war against the upright beasts. If they're weak, shouldn't she? I'm assuming this is a weaker weapon. All right, well, let's get centered. Nope. Annihilated. Oh, okay. Aim to... So, is this my right or my right? Is it his right or me as the player? We'll see. No? My right as the person, so they changed that. Earlier in the game, it was from the perspective of the character. Ooh, I could probably get two at a time with that, right? So, right? Love it. Left. Get wrecked, nerds! Stupid biped rabbits. Oh. Beware of the dogmen! They're behind the rabbit men. The dogmen are more resistant than the rabbit men. If you hurt them without killing them, they get mad. So my guess is the problem I got right now is this has a charge of 5 circles or whatever, right? I shoot through him, then it goes through him. By the time it gets to him or him, the power is going to be low, and I'm not going to finish the job, and they get angry. But where else am I going to shoot besides center? Oh. Oh, well, there you go. That was my worry. Eat this bullet! I'm here to cover you, but don't get too confident. I can kill one upright beast, and then I need to reload. I'm guessing she can't shoot right now. All right, so these are dogmen. These are the scary guys. These are the easy peasy guys. What's this? Oi, where are you going? Let's go to the left. Since Grandma's over here on the right, I'm gonna go to the left. Alright, so... She can't shoot either. Oh, she could. I have no choice. I have to get rid of the more powerful guys. She's got a bullet now, so I should be okay, right? But that means a rabbit can get us. Oh. The base attacked while Elsie tries to reload the rifle and the machine gun cools down. Although you try to defend yourself, the jaws of a creature close around your neck and you bleed to death. Alright, so... I'll do them second instead of these guys, I guess? And she'll shoot him. Center. Will she shoot him? Oh, there you go. That was the answer then, because this will go through both these guys. So she one-shots anything up to a dog man. Oh, the two men and the woman. Gone. Deserters. Stay shooting bipeds. Send Elise to look for the rest. Oh God. I don't know how these guys die. And this is a dogman. So if I shoot all these, she'll one-shot him, but this is a problem. I don't know. You take a deep breath and try to focus. Those creatures over there? Mothmen. You manage to wound them without killing them. They go crazy and run like a stampede. Ooh, will they stampede the others? You could take advantage of them to generate a chain effect. Alright, let's do that. Let's see what happens when I do this. Will he go bum 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 bum? Oh. I see. Not ideal. Okay, this won't kill this guy, so he'll then get angry. So let's see what happens when I do that. Well, it would have been nice if you would have gotten rid of one of these guys. Oh. Boom. Amazing. Okay. So then I want this guy to rampage. Get him, angry guy! How many does he do? Easy peasy. Should I have looked for them? Ooh. Ooh, Mothmen. Oh god. Owlmen. Not Mothmen. Resist like dogmen or moosemen. But if you hurt them without killing them, they fly to the front. So be careful. Alright, so we want to avoid that. So let's trigger this guy then. Although I have a feeling I should have gotten my friends at some point there. We'll see. What do you... Oh, he flies to the front. Oh, that's bad. Yeah, alright. So he didn't kill him, he injured him, and so he flew to the front. Send Elsie... So I'm screwed, right? Because if I shoot through here, he doesn't die, he comes to the front. If I shoot through here, he doesn't die, he comes to the front. I feel like I'm screwed. You shake your head from one side to the other, you know that Lou was the first to leave, and the helplessness eats you up inside. Go look for them! But we're going to fight here. We fight all together. Oh. What? What do you mean? We're just putting the battle on pause, I guess. What? I don't know what you mean, game. I don't want to keep running away. I should be out there and win my red badge of courage. The Red Badge of Courage is the title of that Civil War novel you read and reread over and over again. Tells the story of a Union soldier who flees the battlefield. From that first act of cowardice, the only thing the protagonist longs for is to receive a war wound. The definitive proof that he had become a man. The Red Badge of Courage? You want a real red badge of courage, Lee? I'm pregnant. Your head spins. You find it difficult to organize your thoughts. You're going to be a father. Think of your own father, of all your suffering. I don't know if I'm a coward, Vic. Lee, you know that Stephen Crane wrote Red Badge of Courage without ever having set foot on a real battlefield. First time you saw Lou, you wanted to twist his arm and bring him to his knees. Now you smile and put an arm on his shoulder. Thanks, Lou. Come out and fight! None of you move! Out, I said. My red badge of courage. Lee, don't. Pull or push? What do you mean? She's just getting us, right? Oh, you pull. Elsie rotates her shoulders and stumbles. The rifle points at the ceiling. Pull again. Elsie pushes with a force that takes you by surprise, and the rifle points at your chest. Oh. You're a shot, and you fall backwards. You die on the spot. Wait, don't. Okay. Pull again. Push this time. You push! She loses her balance. The rifle points at her body. Pull. You pull. Elsie loosens her grip, and you stumble. The rifle points at the ceiling. She lunges at you with unbelievable force and makes the rifle point at you. Alright, retry. I'm gonna go mostly the same. Pull. Push. Push. Push, and you hear a shot. It wasn't Holt's grandmother, Lee. Her hands are shaking. You didn't fire the rifle. However, somehow you'd been able to feel the different endings. You knew that in one of them, Elsie would be shot, and you didn't stop. Ah! She's alive. They shot me. The resilience of the possessed. You don't know why you're surprised. After all, Holt's grandmother is possessed by her own grandfather, a soldier who fought in the Civil War and was mowed down by a machine gun. The same machine gun whose bursts you now hear outside the gas station. Tearing apart creatures is not mentioned in any biology textbooks. 8 bullets, you sons of bitches! Are we back to shooting? No, we're back to Victoria, chapter 10. Now! You don't think about it too much. As Holt fires the Winans machine gun, you run as fast as you can. If you want to survive, you have to get away from there. The only word you can think of to describe what you see is pandemonium. Not only in the traditional sense, a place of noise and confusion, but in the original sense of the word, a place where all demons congregate. He tries to make himself heard over the gunfire and the shrieks of the creatures. Oh, to your left, Vic! Oh, Vic! Did you see that? It was a quick-time event. Creatures catch up and you feel their claws ripping your belly open. Horror clouds your vision, and you lose consciousness. You never wake up again. Alright, to your left, Vic! He did say left. You feel jaws closing up. Oh, to the left. I'm supposed to go to the right, aren't I? You tried to run faster. Get down! Oh no. I'm doing it right. You jet down and feel the claws of a creature graze the back of your neck. You keep running. Right! Big man tries to grab your arm, but you manage to get away. You're almost there. Get in the car and you slam the door shut. You hear a knock and you jump in your seat. Let's go, let's go. Dip, 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 dip. Lee speeds up and the pandemonium is soon behind you. We just left the guy there to die. Right? We did. He's just back there with his Winans gun. You think about Lee's previous car. What a clunker. And now you know how Lee managed to buy a car like this one. I told you. Poor Holt. Alienids, upright beasts, intrafamilial possession, experimental weapons, the Order of the Elves, Men in Black, and Mothmen. There they are, the topics of my next book. You touch your belly. With all that you suffered tonight, Lou's comment seems a bit inappropriate. You travel in silence for a few minutes. You all right, Lee? You look a little pale. Takes a few seconds to answer. I don't know. Scratches his head. It's see things before they happen, Vic. Lou leans forward. Not that I see the future. I don't know how to explain it. Like I can see several presents just before they happen. Getting a little meta now. Come on, babe. Victoria. What are you saying, Lee? Have you felt it since the episode you told us with the white light? These hands are tightly clasped in the steering wheel. Not like I could control it. First time I felt it was in the struggle with Elsie. Second, we were running to the car. He looks you in the eyes and suddenly you can feel all his pain. And then some of the presents, the creatures, Vic. His voice breaks. Creatures. He begins to cry. Lay a hand on Lee's shoulder. Yeah. You feel him gradually calming down with the contact. He rests his head on your hand and you stroke his cheek. After a few minutes, you remove your hand and settle back in your seat. You look for Lou in the rearview mirror and see him jotting something in his notebook. Lou seems to always be writing in one way or another. You enjoy his tenacity. You wonder if maybe that's what it takes to be a writer. Lee steps on the brakes and opens the door on his side. Wait here. What happened? Can you see anything from there? You shake your head. Here he comes. What is that? Is that a baby? Oh, it's a goat, baby. It's hurt, Vic. Although neither of you say anything, you think you know what you have to do. Lee kisses you on the mouth and starts the car. In the backseat, Lou clears his throat. I don't want to be anticlimactic, but demonization of the god Pan, Satan as a male goat. You do know that there are records throughout history of bloody wars against goatmen, don't you? What? That's the end? Are we gonna raise a goat man? A goat man army? What's going on? I don't even know. Mothman 1966. Eight years later. Oh. Oh, I didn't click on anything. Wait, what's going on? Like a post-credit scene, I guess? They're watching us! Uh-oh. That's their kid. We're raising a goat boy! What do you mean? What do you mean? Oh no, we're done for. They know. Well, again, like I said, I love the art. I think that's pretty great pixel art. I love all the dithering that you do, but I love the whole style of it. And many of his games are in this style. So I'll probably pick up. Well, I think I own all his games, and I just haven't played them yet. Maybe I'll cover them soon. I don't know. Let me know if you guys want to see more or something like this. Thank you for watching. We'll see you another time. Bye-bye.